Welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to talk about additional options. We're going to make use of an example that we had already set up the first part, the sales inquiry. So you notice we did the first part, which is named what event is this? When can people book this event? We have these additional options. And we want to talk about the first option that we have, which is the invitee questions. You click on it and you will notice that it has got several sections which come as a default. Whenever you are using Calendly, you'll notice that the name and email are always needed. It's a default function. On the name and email, there are options that you can make use of. You can change this function to ask for first name and last name instead of the name in general. So you can actually do that. And this is where if a person fills this information the first time, then all the subsequent bookings, the system will autofill. So it's usually good to keep this on instead of having your client fill the form every time. It automatically fills in the information that was captured last time. And then this allows you to add additional guests. For me, I'm just going to remove that one and click apply. So you see, the first column has changed. These stars mean that these are required fields. A person cannot book without filling these fields. The next field you see is the location. You can actually change its name to anything you would want. You can say location or meeting place. So you can write meeting place here and click update. It's still fine. Then the default question that comes is, please share anything that will help prepare for our meeting. This one is always there, but you can remove it. So we can actually delete that question. So we can add another question. For example, we can add the question phone number and question mark. There are different options that you can use. You can use one line as an answer type, multiple lines, radio buttons, check boxes. Right now I want to use a phone number, so it checks for the formatting. After doing that, I click it as a required field. So you have an option to make use of this field where it's a required field. You can turn this question on or off on any of the meetings that you have. So after doing that, you can click apply. Now let's explore some of the question types that you can get. For example, we can say gender. What is your gender? I think it's more polite just to say gender. And then let's make it a required field. Then we can make use of radio buttons. We can just write male, female, just like that. After doing that, we delete this one and then we click apply. You'll notice that it makes use of radio buttons. If you had wanted your question to have more answers, you could have used check boxes. A person can tick one or more boxes depending on the type of question you're making. So in this case, I don't need to put that. This is all the information that I need. So you can collect different types of questions. If you want to have a bigger box, like you see the email has a smaller box where you just write one line. The option for a larger box is multiple lines. Just see that. Let's just say explain your situation. Explain your situation, and we click apply. You see, the box will give you a larger space to answer. So you can just play around with any of these options to find exactly what suits your situation. So these are the forms that are there. You will notice that you can only have 10 questions. If it's not 9, it's 10. That is the maximum number of questions that are available for a Calendly form. This form is very important if you want to collect information that you're going to use if you're going to integrate with your CRM. So you can actually push this data from Calendly into your CRM. It can read all of these fields. That's it for this lesson. So we're going to see you in the next lesson where we are going to talk about workflows. So you can just save and close.